Hey there folks, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. I did finish that contract we were trying to finish, but I kept on failing because I messed up staging and whatnot. So we managed to make a little bit more money. I just did that one mission, and we managed to make a little bit more money, so now we can build a decent rocket, and we have 91 science from recovering the vessel. So that means we can spend it on something. So we're actually going to go into the research area. We could buy one of these things. However, we really want this. However, we can't get that because flight control. We need to research flight control first. And flight control isn't all that bad. I mean, you can technically make our very first jets, well, not jets, but rocket-powered aircraft to fly around in, because we get winglets, we get Mark 1 cockpits. We also get a Stay Putnik, which is going to be cheaper and lighter than using Kerbals to explore space. And then we also have an inline reaction wheel, which is nice. But that's just on our way to getting, well, better batteries and photovoltaic cells, which we really want. Well, actually, apparently you can research it. Never mind. Or no, I just didn't get the parts from it. Whoops. Oh no, wait. Yes, I did get the parts. Well, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Anyhow, now that we researched that, we can make another spacecraft. But actually, before we do that, we need to select some sort of thing that we should try to accomplish. So let's go into our missions. Well, we'll definitely gather data from space around Kerbin. That should not be hard. We could test the Poodle liquid engine over flight over Kerbin, which is an altitude of 117,000 meters, 264,000 meters. We'll do that at a speed of 200 to 600 meters per second. We can certainly try that. Maybe even try to gather science from around the Mun. That actually sounds like a fun one. Don't know if we have a rocket big enough to actually make it to space around the Mun, but it expires soon. We'll make a lot of money from it, so let's try it. And we could test the skipper engine, but I don't think we're going to be using that size engine. Definitely not going to be exploring the Mun, unfortunately. So let us go here. We'll make ourselves a new rocket. And we'll bring this all the way up to the top. Our last stage is going to be this with a, is it Poodle engine? Okay, I guess we're not going to be testing the Poodle engine, but we are going to be using this engine in our final stage. And we're gonna bring that down because we also want a Science Junior on here. Alright, we want a communicatron or some sort of communication device. Slap that on the side. And photovoltaic cells. Yes, please. We'll throw one on each side so it recharges eventually. In fact, I'm not going to put that one up there. Put this one down here. There we go. We'll try to make it to space around the Mun. That'll be our objective goal. Or our main objective. Not our objective goal, because that's the same thing. Redundancy. Now, can I grab that solar panel that's clipped in there? Apparently not. Well, whatever. As long as it has access to sun, that's all that matters. We'll do one more. There we go. We'll throw a parachute on here, and then we'll also throw a couple more parachutes. There we go. That should be more than enough to soften the landing. Alright, so we have 4 parachutes, bunch of those. Solar panels. Might throw one battery pack on just to be safe. so we can transmit an entire package without wasting, or without using all of our energy. Alright, now that's going to be our upper stage, which will hopefully help us get back to Kerbin. Now we need some other parts. Uh-oh, where's... Oh, no, wait. We still have plenty of money to spend. Let's put a couple of these fuel tanks on here. Whoops. We'll put a big fuel tank on here. No! I know what. We forgot completely about decouplers. I don't want to be that guy and forget to put decouplers on. Alright, and we'll throw 2 of those on with a small fuel tank with the largest engine. 215 thrust. Perfect. Do we have fuel lines yet? I don't believe we do. Nope, not yet. But what we can do is we can put 4 of these guys on, like so. And there we go. That's even. Perfect. Alright, and we'll put these big old boosters on here. In fact, I might need more than 4, so what I'm going to do is make this 6. There we go. And we'll throw these big engines on here. I think we should probably put some SAS on this guy too. We'll put the SAS underneath here. Now that we actually have reaction control wheels, wherever control is. I thought we... Oh no, we didn't unlock the control wheel, did we? Nope, but we do have a battery pack. We don't need that. More science. Okay. So we don't have the SAS, but hopefully this will be fine. We just need some space tape, and we can launch this. So this is going to be a pretty expensive craft that we're going to be launching. 36,000 credits out of our 77,000 credits. Alright, we're certainly going to get some science out of it. And we're also going to throw a couple of these guys on here. These should be able to be recovered, so that will be nice. Well, we'll try to get to the Mun. Or at least to space around the Mun. We'll call this the Mun Reacher Mark 1. Save that and we'll launch it. I suppose I better check my staging to be sure that everything is right before I launch, because I've been known to screw that up. Alright, here we are. So this releases, this launches, releases, launches. Yep, there we go. That would have been a tragedy. There we go. Let's hope that this will be enough. Turn our SAS on and launch. Oh crap. Okay, we're good. Alright, this is quite powerful, so we don't need to have it at full throttle. Got something over there. I wish we could actually collect those. The WTF bro debris. We have more debris over here. Booster rocket debris. Alright, we're making good progress. We're a couple thousand meters in the air. We still have quite a bit of fuel in these boosters over here. Jeb is loving it. And our speed is staying right where it should be. We don't really want to exceed 200 or 300 meters per second while in the lower part of the atmosphere. Alright. We're not going to be able to test the Poodle engine, unfortunately. However, we can transmit signs from around Kerbin. And the one from around the Mun as well. We'll transmit data from around the Mun. Assuming that mission hasn't completely expired yet. Into space we go. Okay. We're almost at 10,000 meters, so we're going to start our gravity burn slightly. Alright. Perfect. Now let's do gravity burn a little bit more. And now we can accelerate our speed quite a bit now. We're turning a bit quicker than I'd like. Maybe that's why I like putting gimbaled engines on. Yep. Maybe crashing. Alright, let's spin a little bit. Yeah, we're going down. Should have put gimbaled engines on. Well, actually, we might be able to save it. We might be able to save it. Yes, I think we'll be able to save it. I don't know if we're making it to the Mun, but we're definitely going to be able to make it into space. Nope, we're not making it to the Mun. Well, that's too bad. Well, our electricity is fine. Don't think we're making it to space, or maybe we can yet. And ready, set, SAS on. Whoops, and I deployed my parachutes. Way to go, me. However, if we make it into space, we can repack our parachutes, so that's not an issue. Let's just make it into space, deploy, well, repack our parachutes. Actually, I don't think we'll even have to repack them. We'll be fine. We'll be able to send some data from space. All will be well. But it's a shame that didn't work out. We'll have to put the gimbaling engines on instead. Looks like we have more than enough thrust that we should be able to. How are we going to make it into space? Yep, we're going to make it into space. Might as well go like this. Might as well use up all our fuel. Get into, maybe we can even make it into, like, not an orbit, but make it into high space above Kerbal. That would be pretty cool. Get some serious new data then. Alright, we can actually, well, I guess we can't do any time acceleration right now, but we can burn up as fast as we can, make sure we don't actually get into an orbit. No, we're not going to be able to get into high space above Kerbal, I don't think. But we will certainly be able to get some science from it. And then we should be able to maybe even land on a new biome and get some more science via EVA. Who knows? We're almost to an apoapse of 200,000 meters. Good, maybe we'll get up to 300,000 meters. Who knows? This is a valiant little engine here. So I think if we actually don't waste our stages, we should be able to get to the Mun. Probably have enough delta V. I mean, there's a lot of delta V in this engine, in this stage right here. 300,000? Yeah, we're keeping on going. Get up to 500,000, that would be pretty awesome, but I don't think that's going to happen. And we're going to be out of fuel imminently. There we go. With a max apoapse of 436,000 meters. That's going to be pretty cool. We will do an EVA. Do we have to repack our chutes? I don't think so. We'll do an EVA just to be sure. And can we repack it? Nope, there's no option for anything, so that means we're fine. Let's go and grab that. There we go. Can we do some... Ooh! Don't fall off. There we go. We can do an EVA report from up here. Not too much science. We will definitely keep the data. We're going to board. I'm gonna wait until we're at our apoapse, then we're gonna do another crew report, do some science from up there. Alright, we are really far up there. We're past our apoapse, so let's do a crew report. Space high over Kerbal. Awesome. 5 science there. Observe the materials bay. Ooh, that's a lot of science, so we're gonna keep that. And, well, actually, we're gonna have to send it, actually. Transmit data. Transmit only reusable. Alright. Transmitting done. Success on that particular mission. I think the mission where we will have to get information above the Mun is a bust because I think it expired by now, unfortunately. However, what we can do is we can do another EVA. Do another EVA report. Keep the data. Store experiments. Board it. Do another crew report. Nope, no data from this one. And we'll just find our way back down. And would you look at that, our energy recharged, which is nice. Looks like we're gonna land in the ocean. This is a biome we've landed in before, unfortunately. Alright, ooh, we're going nice and quick, but I think, yep, our parachute's deployed good. We will be fine. And our altitude's, ooh. We were going fast when we entered the atmosphere. We're already down to 7,000 meters. Well, let's speed up time a little bit. Until we get to about 500 meters when they deploy. And good, our surface speed is slowing down because we're in the thicker part of the atmosphere, just as normal. And we're gonna slow down pretty quickly here. And parachutes will be deploying anytime now. There we go. Alright, at a 4 meters per second we should be able to recover the entire vessel, because nothing should get destroyed in this impact. We'll speed up time. It's going to take a while even at 10 times acceleration, or 4 times acceleration. And we have to get all the way down to sea level. It's twilight, it looks like. Alright, almost there. 2, 1, and touchdown imminently. That was gentle. We'll be able to recover the vessel for lots of science. Alright, 33 science earned on this mission, not bad. And we got a lot of parts from the recovered parts. Our funds are up to 74,000. That's actually a little bit down from what it was before. I think we were at 77 earlier. Alright, now we can go to this thing. We could test the Rockomax 2477 landed at Kerbal, and that should not be an issue. We'd also test this one, which is the LV909 liquid engine landed at Kerbal. Let's do that one. Test the hydraulic detachment manifold landed at Kerbal. Done. Alright. We could do the Mark II radial parachute over Kerbal. We'll do that one in another little installment. Our next launch, how about? So, this one we just need slap that guy there. This is going to be another WTF Bro 2002, I believe. WTF Bro 2002 or 1002, I don't know. It's 2000 now. Alright, so the hydraulic detachment manifold and the LV909. There's the LV909. We'll put that there. LV909. Where's the detachment? Hydraulic detachment manifold. There we go. And also, you know what? I think we're going to go back. We're going to do the, what is it, the Radial Mark II parachute. And we'll test that over flight over Kerbal. We'll save this. We will go back and grab that one contract, because hopefully we'll be able to meet the requirements for it. We'll be able to knock a whole bunch of these out right at once. So it has to be at an altitude of... Ooh, nah, altitude's too high. I suppose we could actually make a decent rocket and try to meet those requirements. Was it 15,000 meters, I believe it was, right? Mark II radial parachute, 15,000 meters at 380 meters per second. Okay. So we'll have to put some more engine oomph under here. I would like to recover the whole thing, so we'll, that ought to do. No, that won't do. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this one without the parachute. I'm gonna do the hydraulic. Where's that hydraulic thing? Hydraulic detachment manifold and parachute. WTF Bro 2002, ready for launch. You know, I I know that there's a better way to be doing this, but why do that when you could just do it the fun way? Let's see, is this, let's test this. Okay, that is decouple. Whoops. Activate the part through staging. Done. And done. Oh crap. Well. Ow. Well, I guess we're going to be reverting that flight. Whoops. Completely forgot to check my staging. So, let's check our staging, shall we? There we go. And we're off. And there we go. We're not going to be able to meet the things for this, which is 15,000 meters, but we can sure as heck try. Actually, you know what we can do? I'm going to go over here. Gather some datas from over here. Those hills look interesting. Let's go over there by the hills. Where is our Apps going to leave us? Or our... Okay, so we're not even going to make it to the hills, I don't think. Oh, well, we can speed up time. Do-do-do-do-do. We'll be able to recover everything, which is nice. We'll also get some science from it, from completing those 2 little cheap missions. Also, let's just fly on down. Might as well do an EVA report over here. Take a surface sample and that sort of stuff. It might be going a bit too quick. I think we might lose our engine. Yep. Oh well. That's fine. And let us do a crew report. Gather any science. We get 1.5 science. Might as well take it. And let's do an EVA. There we go. Come on, little man. Let's... EVA report. 2.4 science, not much. Take a surface sample. Actually, we got a decent amount of science from that. Oh, I almost made it. I almost made it back into the rocket. Let's put the rocket on. Oh. I almost made it. Come on. One more time, Jeb. You can do it. Okay, let's turn the rocket on. There we go. Thrust up. And in. There we go. Whew. Thought I wasn't going to make it back in. Recover the vessel. Get some science from that. Get some credits from that. Get some reputation from that. Nice, simple, easy mission. 12.9 science gathered from probably the easiest mission we've had so far. Quite a bit of funds. Well, not quite a bit of funds. We got 1,000, almost 1,200 funds from that. And we got 3 reputation. Awesome. All right. Let's actually exit this. We're going to take a look at what our next mission is that we want to do. Hopefully we can do that one around the Mun. Stack decoupler. Science data from space around Kerbal. Well, we're definitely going to do that one. And test stack decoupler landed at Kerbal. Okay. TR-18A. Alright, let's just do another cheap mission, do the TR-18A one, and then hopefully we can actually... You know what? I might just go to the Mun just for the fun of it. There we go, launch. Get some science from it. Cheap and easy science. And... ta-da! Done. Which one was that? There we go, that one's done. Ooh, science data from space around the Mun. We can actually still do that one. Oh, cool, cool. Let's forget this stupid mission. Recover the vessel. We're totally gonna try to go to the Mun now. A whole total 0 science. Hooray. Got 1,000 funds. And Jeb got a little bit more rep. But let's go get the Mun Reacher. We're going to Mun Reacher Mark 1 or Mun Scepter Mark 1. 60 parts, 5 stages. I don't know, I can't remember which one it was. Which one's the Mun Reacher? Okay, it is the Mun Reacher. We just want to put some... We want to put this guy, the one with the gimbaling engine. And in fact, we can take this engine... No. Put these engines back. We'll take off 2 of the engines and make them... Well, I guess we're going to be putting... I was going to say we put 2 engines on the on symmetrical sides that have gimbaling, and that should allow us to steer when using this stage of the rocket. There we go. That should do it. Mun Reacher Mark II. Alright. Well, let us try to reach the Mun. Alright, make sure our staging is correct, and it's not. Good thing I checked that. So we launch, these decouple. We fired these, then this decouples. No, this should decouple at the same time. Okay. Ready, SAS on, and we'll throttle down a bit. There we go. And we're off. Good old Jeb is leading the charge to the Mun. We're not going as fast as we did last time, but we do have slightly less thrust. We have a total of 30 less thrust than we had before, but the engines are slightly more fuel efficient. Not that it'll make up for it, but that's fine. As long as we can steer, that's the main thing. And if we make it to the Mun, or, well, the orbit around the Mun, we're not actually going to land on the Mun this time. We're going to try to orbit the Mun, or at least get a close pass to it. But if we get science from around the Mun, we'll get a lot of science. Speaking of which, we can probably spend some of that science that we earned doing those cheap missions. Start a little bit of a gravity burn. Not much of one, but doesn't hurt to start one a little bit early. And somebody gave me a little tip. If you spin your rocket, the centripetal force will send the engines away from you rather than crashing into your engine, which is, I've had an issue with that before, so that is one tip I will take into consideration. I know I like derping up my my trips, but we'll actually try to make this a successful mission. End it on a good note, you know? Here, we can burn over at our 90-degree mark now. Too far. But thanks to the gimbaling engines, we are just fine. And we can throttle up now. And start spinning a bit. And there we go. Success. Except for the fact that I think those rockets took off some of my parts. No, never mind. Just fine. Switch to an orbital velocity. That must mean we're in space now. Nope, not... Or Apoaps isn't quite in space yet, but... Let's reorient ourselves. There we go. We have plenty of fuel in this stage. Should be more than enough to get us into an orbit. Alright, we're gonna hope to get an orbit around maybe 100,000 meters, 150,000 meters. Now let's just burn at the 90-degree now. That we're pretty much in space. We should have enough fuel in here for the transfer from the Mun, or from Kerbal to the Mun. And this stage should be the one that will bring us back. However, I think we probably will have enough fuel in this stage, the last stage, to also help us with the injection burn, but we'll see. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to wait until we're at our apoaps and burn at our 90-degree again. Our apoaps is what, 100-something... 115,000 meters, so let's speed up time just a little bit until we're there. Okay, there we are. We are just about at our apoaps, so we're going to go full throttle at the 90-degree mark right now. Probably going to be needing to go around 2,000 meters per second to reach a stable orbit. And the trajectory is expanding quite nicely. In fact, I wonder if I keep on burning if I can actually make it to the Mun. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait for one orbit around them, around Kerbal before we go to the Mun. Alright. We're gonna get a periap soon. There we are, and... Perfect. 111,000, 125,000. Not, I suppose it's not a perfect orbit, but it's pretty decent, and it's an equatorial orbit as well. Not that it really makes any difference whatsoever. We have enough liquid fuel that we should be able to do an injection burn. Hello, Mun. We're going to be visiting you shortly. Alright, how is our electrical charge doing? Just fine. Alright. Let's take a look. I'm going to be doing this the old-fashioned way, but when we get around here, I'm just going to do a full throttle burn. Not even going to bother using the maneuver nodes. And... Alright, let's take a look. Where is it? The Mun is still over there, so we've got about one continent to go before we start burning. Oop, oop, oop. It's gonna be coming up. We're gonna have a Mun rise soon. I just know it. Once we see that Mun, we're burning full throttle towards it. Okay. Yep, we're gonna be seeing it imminently. There it is. Okay. Now we need to burn full throttle towards our apoaps. This should expand out the orbit enough. There we go. And at the very, 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 very least, we'll get a lot of good science from space high around Kerbal, but I think we'll be able to hit an intercept. So a lot of fuel left. I'm actually going to slow down the burn a little bit. Alright. It's expanding quite quick. Alright. I'm ready to cut the throttle as soon as I see an intercept. Perfect. We even have a periaps. Looks like we're going to be shot into a high orbit around Kerbal, and at the apoaps we can burn towards our retrograde to bring our periaps down. I think that'll be a successful mission. Alright, well, we even have a little bit of fuel left in the second stage. Not bad, Jeb. Not bad. You have a very content smirk on your face, and I like it. Alright. Let us go to space around the moon. The Mun, or however you want to pronounce it. Ooh. While we're still around Kerbal. Ooh, while these... Yeah. I was going to say we should transmit some data, but Kerbal's blocking our view of the sun. Or the Kerbal's version of the sun. Okay, alright, the sun is back, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a crew report. There's no data in the crew report, so what I'm going to also do is then in EVA, we will do a EVA report. No science? Not even a little bit? That's mildly disappointing. Should have put a goo container on here, because I don't think we have data from a goo container high above Kerbal. I don't want to observe the material bay, because we'll get a lot more science if we observe it over there. But I may just have to. Yeah, we're going to have to transmit the data. And we're out of juice, but luckily our solar panels are gathering some. Also, let's just speed this up a bit. Alright. We are getting closer to the Mun. I think we succeeded in, yes, we transferred data from space around that. I bet we can reset the experiment from EVA. So I'm going to try that. We're going to let go, turn on our rocket. Can we reset this experiment? Nope, it doesn't look like it. That's a darn shame, but at least we'll be able to get an EVA report and stuff. And crew reports from high or above the Mun. Speaking of which, how far are we? We still have quite a ways to go, so let's speed up our time warp a little bit. Alright, there she is. Alright. Oh, don't want to get too close. And we are now in space above the moon. The Mun. Alright, we will do a crew report. Yes. What? No data? We're gonna discard that. Crew report. Crew report, yeah. What? No data from that? That's absolute crap. I don't think I was above the Mun, have I? I don't think I've been above here. Well, Jeb is liking it. That's all that matters. Well, we'll do an EVA report. How about that? Nothing. That's bullcrap. Stored experiments. Stored data. Nothing. Well, I bet you we have to get rid of some of that data. Or let me get, just want to get these solar arrays a little bit closer, and then we're going to send all the data, because I don't need this. Transmit data. Won't get any science from it, but okay. I'm really surprised we don't get any science from this. Maybe if we get in low space above the Mun, we'll have better luck. So, to do that, we'll have to burn towards our periaps, just to slow ourselves down a bit. Because I know we should definitely get some science if we do science from low space above the Mun. Alright, let's take a look at our periaps. It's shrinking. Alright. I'm guessing probably 100,000 is low space above the Mun. We might actually get into an orbit around the Mun, even though we didn't necessarily want to. Alright, once we get to about 100,000 is when we're going to stop. Okay, that's good. Now let's see. Oh crap, that's going to send us into space. Well, we'll do a retro burn after we get ejected into space. Okay, now let's do another, well, we won't do the reports now, but we will reset experiments. Crew report, reset experiment. Alright. Let's speed it up. And we're going to be getting pretty close to the Mun. Using it as an unintentional gravity assist to go way faster than we need to. Right around 90,000 is the lowest we are going to be getting. Okay, now we can do all of our experiments. Crew report. What? That's absolute bullcrap. I should be getting some science from it. Not nothing. I'm sure somebody will tell me something that I'm doing wrong, but... okay, well, let's... EVA report. Board it. Alright, well... that was a little bit of a botched mission. I don't know why we didn't get our science, but... oh well. Now let's also just... where is it? We want to send the data so we can hopefully succeed in that mission objective. Okay, that cost like no... oh, I bet it doesn't actually reach. That might be why. It doesn't actually reach, so I'm just going to keep on taking crew reports. However, it should say... I don't know. I'm done speculating. Let's just continue going until we are out of... once this goes from orbit to something else and our speed changes drastically, that means it's time to do a retro burn. Let's see here, how far do we need to go? A little bit. And I think it's going to be retro burning time. Okay, yes. What if we do, you know, something from crew report? Yes, let's overwrite this one. Okay, nope, nothing. Alright, well, it's retro burning time. Retro thrusting time, I should say. We should have more than enough fuel to do such a thing, too. Oh, let's get this back where it should be, right about there. And alright, let's see where that puts us. Puts us on a collision course with the Mun if we don't burn even further, so let us do such a thing. Our periaps is shrinking, sweet. I think this will end up well. Its periaps is shrinking, we have more than enough fuel. And let's get to about 50,000 meters. We can stop it. There we go. Perfect. And let's just speed up time. Slow down time. We will definitely get some science from recovering this vessel. I don't know how much, but some is certainly how much we will be getting. Okay, we are 700,000 meters. Let's continue our fall. Ooh, we might land on an interesting biome. We might be able to get some EVA reports from there, assuming it hasn't been completely glitched out. Alright, here we go. Entering the atmosphere. Had a fairly nice clip, too. No re-entry effects yet. We are 3,200 meters per second. That is incredibly quick. Okay. Well, we did get this for transmitting data from space around the Mun. So that's nice. And we have plenty of fuel left. It looks like we're just going to land in the ocean. Get a nice soft landing. We are blazing. Still going incredibly quick, despite the fact we're in the lower part of the atmosphere now. Okay, now we're really starting to slow down. Probably going to start to see Mach effects. Or not. Well, let's deploy our chutes then. We will speed up time until we're around 500 meters, and then we will recover our vessel for lots and lots of science. Because we're going to get a lot of science and good stuff, money hopefully, from doing this particular mission. There we go. And we'll just glide gently down back to the surface. There's a little seam in the world. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, we're almost there. And touchdown imminently. There we go. Let's recover the vessel. Let's see how much stuff we got from it. 2 science. Wow, that was lackluster. But boy oh boy did we get the we totally got a lot of funds from that. A lot of funds. And we're up to 98 science, so what we're going to do is we're gonna, I don't know. There's all sorts of things we could spend it on. How about some fuel lines? That would be cool. Or new science, how about that? Don't have enough science to research the new science one, I don't think. Well, we could get a temperature gauge for 90 science, or we could get a couple more fuselage parts, but that's if we had the other part over there. We could get the external fuel line, which is kind of really what I need, the Rockomax 48S, or we could get, that's a really big solid fuel booster. Don't think we need that though. Another good science. This is the nice tier to go down, but I think for now we're gonna get the inline reaction wheel and the unmanned spaceship. That unlocks some... Oh yes, we need RCS thrusters, so that is good. Good thing that it unlocked that. Alright, we have 50 science left. Can't spend it on anything. I think this episode's gone on for quite long enough. And we succeeded in quite a few things. We made it to space around the Mun. I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you folks for watching, and I will see you folks next time.